How are you?
I'm doing great. Wish I was outdoors with some vitamin D.
Listen, she asked me, she was like, what is the topic? And I was like, I'm going to get to that in just a second.
Yeah, this is one of Romans. There is no topic, but guess what?
It is.
Guess what?
When she thinks there's no topic, there is a topic. She's just not aware. She's not aware of what it may be. But it's 17 years.
Oh, shoot. That's right. Our anniversary is coming up in June.
That is the title of this. Well, 17 years together.
Yeah, let's say our wedding anniversary is coming up in June. That'll be 14 years.
Will it be 14?
Yep.
Time flies. 14 years married, 17 years together. I met her when I was 17. I'm now 34. Half my life I spent with this lady right here, this wonderful woman.
On the days that he likes me, some days it's like, ugh.
I love her every day. It's not a liking moment, it's a loving moment every day. I wouldn't say it any other way.
That's true. That is true.
So, 17 years.
You know what? I almost started singing, what was that, 17 years? Something, was it Jay-Z?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I almost started rapping it, and I was like, yeah, that don't go with that.
Listen, I remember when I met you. I don't know if you remember that.
I do. Roman mistakenly thought I was somebody else.
But our first time meeting.
Oh, at the car wash.
Well, no. It was the old Kmart parking lot. My mom, I want to say, was in Kmart or something. And I went out and jumped in the car. And then we went to the car wash.
Yep.
And you scratched up your sister's rim. And then...
You tell too much now.
Sorry,
This
Emma.
is where he's... Like, come on now. Some things ain't got to be brought back up.
And then... we went to go put air in that rim that you tore up.
Not the rim, you mean the tire, honey.
The tire?
Yeah.
Well, it had a rim. She had rims on it, like 19s or something on a little Mazda. Was it a Mazda?
It was a Malibu. Chevy Malibu. It was a silver one. It wasn't Emma's. It was her boyfriend at the time, Rashad's.
My bad, Rashad. Your rims got scratched up by Kai.
Hey, life goes on.
Life goes on. She did put air in the tire, though. She did manage to do that.
Oh, he noticed it. I remember when I got back to their apartment, they were like, ooh.
I remember I was pressing all up on her with that by the air tire. I was like, heck yeah. I was like, I'm about to get her at this Kroger gas station.
No, we didn't.
I was like, what's up, girl? Listen, I'm bad for you.
You know what? 17 years is a long time for people in our age bracket.
Remember our second time?
Because you don't see a lot of people together.
You don't. But do you remember our second time meeting?
Senior Tequila?
I thought it was you came to Best Buy and visited me.
No, I was dating you when you were at Best Buy.
Were you already dating?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Our
second date. No, our second date is when we went to Senior Tequila. Your mom went.
Was it the?
Yes, because I got pictures.
You're saying that same week? Because I got the job at Best Buy that same week.
And we went to celebrate with the Senior Tequila.
Like the same,
we went to Senior Tequila, and I remember your nephew Julian. Shout out to Jay. Y'all go follow him on the IG.
He was
How
a lot
boy is
smaller.
buff. Oh yeah, he ain't the same no more. He a gladiator out here in this world. But no, I remember that. Clear to this day.
I remember going to Senior Tequila. I remember I had that oversized pink button up.
Yeah.
I did.
I had just gotten your eyebrows done. Shout out to Lily.
Mm-hmm.
I wish she was still doing eyebrows.
I had that fresh red going on,
Not the fresh red. You know what? You was
red.
You was a fresh boy before fresh boys were even like a big
We called
dynamic.
it metrosexual is what the title was.
Yeah, but now I feel like they should be called fresh boys because some of these men out here, they be dressing their wives from head to toe.
Listen,
looking fresh.
I saw too many movies about gigolos and knew I wanted to be extra clean, and that's what my profession was going to be. And then realized it wasn't
in your cards.
You can't have a relationship and do that. Like, it don't play out.
I mean, no, that ain't true because it's a lot of people out here in the world that do both.
I learned sometimes both. Your other half isn't willing to sell you, so
Do you, boo? Do you?
Yeah.
If I ain't gotta work.
Now that I'm 34 and overweight. Listen, she's like,
shouldn't have been steak and nasty when you were younger.
How about when I was slinging that? How about when I was slinging? Hey, that's when I was helicoptering. You know what I mean? That's when I should have been auditioning. You know what I mean?
It was at this moment I realized he's flashing all the way back.
Hell yeah.
Heck no. Yeah. No, it's fine. But I think you could have been a male gigolo.
Listen, I was.
You still could. I mean, y'all, it be old women out here. We be at the store and they be like, sweetheart, can you help me get these chips? No, good and dang well they can reach them
You
chips.
see, I had to cut my beard off. I got tired of them complimenting the paintbrush. I ain't never heard
Roman
my face
had
being
women
described
walk up
as
to him talking about, that's a nice paintbrush. I was like, oh, these are women freaks.
I ain't never had my beard described that way, as a paintbrush.
Well, it's the first time for everything, apparently.
I was like, no, she didn't.
She did.
Asked my wife.
She said it so proudly, like, girl, you don't like that paintbrush? Yeah. I was like, ooh. I was like, these women out here freaks.
Beard gone. Listen, as you could tell. And she's like, now I'm at a point where I'm having to shave, like, damn.
You know what? I got a question.
Yeah.
What's the number one thing that people need to have a successful relationship or marriage?
Communication and compromise.
Yep, I was gonna say same thing. That was a good answer.
Communication and compromise.
Roman
that's what 17 years is. 17 years and strong and still happy, and that's the key.
Hold on, no,
having a smile, flirting with my girl, squeezing her butt, kissing her on the neck.
Hold on.
Listen,
he be having his days where
he
be like, I hate your animals.
Listen, I still think about my girl when she was 17 singing to me private dancer. That's what she is to me. You know what I mean?
I'm done. That was a good song, Tina Turner. Girl, you did that.
But it's listening, communication, and compromising, Yeah. But both sides got to compromise. It can't just be one sided.
I think it has to be both sides put in effort, and it takes structure and teamwork. If you don't have teamwork, then ain't nothing gonna exist. But at the same time, sometimes teams can function on their own. I've seen people that are in relationships, and even though, both of them do two different types of work, they still, function fine. So I think everything is different, but communication is the top.
Yeah. And then, but also telling yourself, and what do they call it?
Manifesting greatness in your relationships. You know what I mean? Don't speak negativity.
Like I always tell her, I can't wait till I'm 80 years old in a walker and still trying to get her to twerk.
I ain't gonna be in no walker. I'm gonna be walking around perfectly fine.
She be like, I ain't gonna be in no walker. I'm like, all right, well, put me in the wheelchair and just make sure you twerk on me one time.
Look, they thought what's her name on Magic Mike #3 was old, but look, she let everybody know age ain't nothing but a number.
I don't work the old folks, and I done seen what it look like past 70, and motherfuckers hurt. Listen,
well, that's because they not taking care of their bodies. They over here taking pain pills and stuff.
I'm gonna tell you, when you hit over 70, you become a sidekick. You know when it's gonna rain.
Y'all,
they know what Kai already a sidekick.
Oh yeah, I got arthritis like an MFer.
She like, I'm hurting. I was about to rain.
But you know what? I think you can have arthritis at any age. I don't care what nobody say. Because I've always had arthritis, and people like, you're too young. You don't know.
You think so? Too young?
My knees can tell you when it's gonna snow, rain, sleet, all the seasons. Okay. I feel it.
Is that good or bad?
I don't know. It's just what it is. I mean, I don't want surgery. I don't want to take no pills. I'll take vitamins. But I sure ain't taking no pain pills for it.
I'll say one thing. One thing I wish we would have did early on in our relationship before getting married is maybe marriage counseling. But not counseling, but like relationship counseling. Understanding what a relationship is, what a marriage is. But not even that going that far ahead, but almost like financial planning.
Yeah, I was gonna say more financial planning because we did have marriage counseling.
Yeah, but understanding how to operate a household, just different things like that instead of just diving into it. Because when me and Kai got married, we moved in straight away.
But we were already together every day.
What I'm saying is we weren't on our own. Not for long. No, we moved straight in right away.
We already had Isaiah,
and then it was us.
Yeah.
A family. You didn't have no time by yourself. I really didn't have no time by myself. You kind of get what I'm saying?
I get. I was enjoying being a mama.
No, what I was saying is we had to learn household structure together. Yeah.
I think more or less you. Roman was not used to having to be the head honcho. He was not.
What?
You weren't.
I had no problem working.
No, I said the head honcho. You took the reins. Being a dad, you had to learn.
Oh yeah, it was a journey.
How do I parent? Because everybody's parenting skills.
Man, I didn't. I'm a young dad. Young dad. 19 years old. I remember when my son, I was trying to teach him how to ride a bike, and it didn't register in my head that how much of being a parent a teaching job is. No one teaches you how much of a teaching job it is. Sometimes you just assume when the egg comes out, when the little thing comes out the egg. It just knows what
That
it
didn't
knows.
sound right. The little thing
No,
come out
but
the
it's like
egg.
no, it's like
It was a hand gesture. It was when the little thing comes out the egg,
you just assume it knows what it knows, but it really don't know nothing.
It knows what it knows.
You got to teach it. It don't know what. Listen, I told my son to stand on a curve. He was like, "What's a curve, Dad?" I'm like, what?
Some kids don't know what curves are.
Son, what do you mean?
Some kids honestly don't know what curves are.
So you know what we did? We did not go bike riding. We went sightseeing. We learned what stop signs were, what asphalt was, what concrete, mailbox, curves, porches. I don't care if he didn't know. If he already knew what it was, we gonna learn it again today. Listen, because I don't know if you know. This is grass.
I'm done.
This is dirt.
I'm done. You gotta teach them. But seriously though, on relationships and parenting, it has to be compromise and communication.
No, yeah.
And I think that's what we've learned.
A lot of communication, though.
Yeah. Because like right now, I feel like we communicate pretty good. At least I feel like we communicate really good. Because I'll hear other couples that be bickering. And I'm like, oh gosh, that ain't nothing to argue about. Like it ain't even that serious.
No, we communicate well.
Roman gets spicy sometimes. He go on walks though. He takes himself on walks. You get a little spicy.
I'm done.
He take himself on walks. That's why you get you a partner that can take themselves on walks. They need fresh air every day. Man, they need that vitamin D to balance out that frustration.
Sometimes you got to know when to remove yourself from a situation. So it always stays, Like, ain't no sense in arguing. If you can remove yourself from a situation and you give each other enough time to breathe, and then you come back into it, you know what I mean? And then discuss if need to be. Yeah. We could discuss. Yep. But when everyone's heated in the moment, it's easier just to go on a 10-minute walk, 5-minute walk. Just hit a block.
Boy, Roman do a 30.
I've done an hour, 2-hour walk. I done did a 5-mile walk.
So listen. Yeah, you have. Yeah, you have. Listen, he walks fast though.
Listen, I went outside one time. I told my son, I said, don't ever do this. You remember one time I went outside with them Jesus sandals, right? You know, remember me and you had a pair that were similar?
Yeah.
Well, I threw one of yours on and threw one of mine on and didn't realize it. Man, when I say your sandal gave me blisters.
I bet it was probably too tight on your damn feet.
It was too tight. I got a blister from that. And that's the one I did that long walk. That's when I was gone 3 hours. I made it to the park and I just sat there because I didn't want to walk back. My foot was hurting. My foot was hurting underneath. At one point, I took the sandal off and walked barefoot with one sandal on. I was like, screw this. Then that concrete got too hot. And I was like, man.
Somebody probably was like, why this man walking around with one sandal?
I ain't hit the public road yet. I was still in the park. Like, they have like a long walking trail that takes you a good little minute. So I took that back route. And, man, listen, when I had to put that sandal back on, it was hell. It was hell.
Yeah, I like how Roman's cat over here. If y'all can see him, he over here just really grooming himself by Roman. He's like, yep, that's good relationship talk. But no, yeah, you do take long walks. But you know what? I like the outdoors, and I like going on walks.
She's been joining me on walks now. She even hit me up. She hit me this morning talking about, you want to go on a walk?
Well, because I need to walk my German Shepherd. I got responsibilities.
And as we should. We should go on a walk after this.
But you know what? I ain't going to lie to y'all. I need to groom her first. Because you know how you don't want to be that person out in society that's got that eye watching you like, damn. The owner look put together. The kids look put together. What the goddamn going on with the dog?
What's going on with the dog?
So, I mean, as a groomer, I would be ashamed of myself letting her go out there like that. I would. I would. That's why she don't go out in public besides the backyard. But, yeah, we do need to go on a walk today. Like, find stuff that you can do with your significant other that y'all enjoy.
Painting, playing video games, making music, gardening, walking, going mountain climbing, whatever it is. Shopping, window shopping.
But also
eating healthy, working out.
That's a good one. Yeah. I was about to say also, but make sure you still have your, other friends outside of your BFF spouse.
Yeah, you still
because you always want to communicate with other adults, and still live your life and be joyful.
You know, one thing that I noticed that relationships where they do fail or where they're not strong at is incorporating their other partner into their hobbies. Like if you're a male and you're into cars, bring your girl.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And if your girl's into something that you may not necessarily be into, and she's there to thug it out with you, you thug it out with her. Whether she likes to get her nails done, go get your nails done with her. Go get your feet done.
Yep.
Like spend some time with her. Like
see,
do what she likes to do if she's gonna do something you like to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's
compromise.
True. Yeah.
And communication. You got to find out what she likes, and she got to find out what you like, and then you got to compromise, because it's gonna be a compromise. You may not like going to go sit in a nail salon for 2 hours.
You know what? I ain't gonna even lie.
You might not want to go to Bible study on Wednesdays and Thursdays. Listen,
we don't do Bible study. No,
but some women are out here where that's their thing, and they want their partner to be part of that, and that might be a compromise for him.
Yeah, that's a good point.
You know, it's part of a relationship. It's what makes a relationship strong. Not just that, you get to know your partner better.
Yeah, that's true.
Ain't nothing wrong with it. Especially if you're there for her and you into her.
This is
Get into her.
Look, this is what I was about to ask Roman. So how do you feel when I pop up with chickens?
I think they're just more animals adding to your community. Aunt Kyrie has her own community of living creatures, and she's just adding on.
I don't know what's Ark.
Yeah, her own little. But she's not doing pairs at all.
Yeah, do okay.
No, you ain't got 2 fish, 2 hamsters, 2 cats. You got 2 dogs and a shitload of chickens.
We can survive.
She got a fish, y'all. We got a beta fish that's been hung on for almost 2 years.
Beta, I was about to say that beta
we got
fish
a hamster that's hung on for 2 years. Look like he getting gray hair on us.
He is, Sam. We've had Leo for 2 years.
Yeah, Leo for 2 years.
We've had Hera for 2.
They all came about the same time.
Yeah, we've had Eleanor for 1.
During COVID. They all came
but you know what?
Time.
Each one of our pets have helped us in so many ways. They're so relaxing.
And all these damn chickens the last year and a half.
Yeah. But you know what? Hey, them chicken eggs get sold, So, ain't no complaints over here. The chickens take care of themselves for the most part.
Yeah, they're feeding themselves now.
Yeah.
We sell their eggs, yeah.
Yeah.
It takes care of their feed. I mean, we're not profiting.
But I think we enjoy doing that together. I mean, not to say that Roman signed up and said, let's do chickens. It was me, and he was like, honey, I don't see your vision. But if you do what you're trying to, picture to me, he was like, I can fall in line. And he did. He was like, oh, okay, this is what you're trying to do. He was like, let me build you a chicken coop. Let me build you a chicken run. And I think those type of activities together actually helped us.
And you know what? You touched on something right there, and sometimes your partner won't see your vision, and sometimes you got to start the road, like build the path so your partner could kind of see what you're trying to show them, the direction. Mm-hmm. And that's why I tell her is like, because one thing that I learned is that you could allow someone to discourage you by them not understanding what you see already. Just because they don't understand, they be like, oh, that's not a good idea. And you could get discouraged from that one person that you really, really trust their opinion. Mm-hmm. And one thing I don't ever want to do is stop her from being great. And if she has an idea that she wants to explore and I don't yet see the vision, why not let her build the path? And then I might or might not still see, but at least she's on her way and she could show me.
Did you see the chicken vision?
Hell no. She came home with 4 chickens, and I was like, damn, they're crammed in that little thing. They're gonna need a bigger coop. I feel bad for animals, especially when they're living with me. It's like,
but wait, that was a manufactured chicken coop that I got.
It's supposed to be for 4 chickens, and we have 4 chickens in there.
And Roman goes, baby, that's not big enough. And I was like, it's not. So then we went to Lowe's.
So we built a coop, and then
one.
We got tired of just letting them sit in the coop all the time because the coop started getting hot. So we built like a little outside fence. Then we built that little outside fence. They started getting out. Well, it was still getting hot. Remember we built the cover above them?
Yeah.
And then it was still getting too hot, so we moved them to the shade.
Yep.
And once we moved them to the shade, we were like, they're getting out of our yard. The little area we made for them, like with a little fence, flying over it. Flying over the other fence.
Y'all, chickens can fly. Don't let nobody tell you that chickens can't fly.
So then we decided to build a running pen because they just kept getting out the yard, and we couldn't, no more getting out the yard. Running pen it is. Mm-hmm. And so now we ended up with a running pen with a coop and another side coop. That 4 chicken coop is a little side coop that we got the babies in.
But now we got to go up a level. So,
what?
Yeah.
The hell are you talking about? Level.
gotta go up a level. I was like, what the hell?
Level.
I thought you said you were gonna take the chicken coop and go up, make it a little bit bigger.
You tripping?
You gonna water?
Up? You tripping? I don't know how to go up.
I was like, we're gonna go up.
She tripping. She don't know what she's talking about.
I see the vision.
I don't see that one, y'all. See, this is what I mean. This is exactly what I mean.
I'm done. But yeah. Compromise, love, and support.
Yep. I mean, I started the garden. It failed. She went out there, retilled it, cleaned it up, and it started busting. So, I saw the vision. She didn't quite see it back there yet. I showed it to her.
But I started mine in the front, remember?
I'm saying the road.
I
built the road.
Well,
and
no.
Then you saw it.
I started mine in the front.
You turned my little pebble road
into And then he was
a...
like, oh, you can come back here because none of my stuff is growing. And I was like, bet. So I went back there. I tilled it.
But you ain't understand
got
what
on
I'm
my
saying.
knees.
You ain't understanding. You turned the pebble road into a highway. You didn't quite see you having a garden in the backyard.
I didn't see the lines.
But I showed you that it's possible. And then you went back there and restructured it. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
See, she ain't understanding that part.
If you
part
start
of the relationship, the reason why 17 years grows and blossoms, but she steady telling y'all about how she had the garden in the front and she moved it to the back. That ain't what happened.
That is what happened.
I built the dirt road, the foundation.
He did have 3 lanes.
And then she
popping.
grew it to a highway, and it was 4.
It was 4 lanes. They
weren't
doing shit, but I went back there, and God willing, because I was blessed. And I did what I knew how to do because my granddaddy was a farmer. So
she bought a
I was like, well, hell no. If I had a mule and enough land, I'd use a mule. Mule power.
No, you didn't go. No, you didn't go there. 40 acres and a mule, huh?
Hell. I'm done. Look, Roman, I need, hey. All you Southern folks.
Hey, that's why I married you in hopes. No, that's a joke.
He probably being the truth. God gonna hurt your pinky toe. But I'm gonna get my 40 acres and a mule. Maybe not a mule. I might just get a regular donkey. But yeah, we're gonna have our own homestead out in the country, even though we got a small one right now.
If y'all got any topics y'all want us to talk about, y'all got anything y'all want us to hit on, y'all got any questions that y'all need answers to,
we are back. We are back. We are back.
We got 17 years of experience that we can
give
you opinion on.
You know what would be cool if we could do a dial-in thing where people dial in and they well, I guess we got the comments, but you know how people do the dial-in thing. I always thought that would be really cool. Maybe one day soon. But yeah, comments like you said.
I'll sign us out, Kai.
Thank you guys for watching. And if you want some more Life as You Know It, and if you have any topics you want us to touch on, literally, let us know in the comments. Till next time, loves. See y'all later.
We're going to holler at y'all.